What's up? How you doing? We're back for another revisiting. Today it's going to be Dre's third studio album, Compton, released in 2015. We got 16 tracks here. Let's start the show, biatch. Now, disclaimer, this is not the 90s anymore. So Dre did a great job here, I'm gonna tell you right now. Going from 90s beats, drums, and all that to more modernized. Great job here. So we have the intro, which I kind of liked it. It's, from what I recall, it's like a news broadcast with some hyperbole. There's some sarcasm here, talking about Compton, the crime and all that. I don't think it's 100% legit, but for an intro, above average. I'll give it that. Next, we have Talk About It featuring Mez and Justice. Great selection of putting it right after the intro. It meshes well right after the intro. Intro, boom, Talk About It. It fits perfectly. So that, great job on that. Dre goes hard vocally, okay? I want to give a shout out to Justice as well. I wasn't too familiar on this artist, but Justice just nailed the chorus, okay? It goes hard. Genocide featuring Kendrick Lamar and Marsha. Okay, production-wise, it's fire. It truly is. But vocally, I found it to be kind of above average until K-Dot comes in. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, Kung Fu Kenny, shout out. I wouldn't say he saved the song, but the song definitely improved when he came on the track, at the end, mind you. So shout out to him. Stream GNX, do yourself a favor. That album was great. I think I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I'll review it in the future myself. Next, It's All On Me, featuring Justice, BJ the Chicago Kid, another artist I'm not too familiar with. We have Dre reminiscing on his early life, going through his career. It's a great track, I'll be honest. The instrumental matches, it's like the growing up. You and your boys are talking about the old days and there's that beat in the background. It meshes well. The vibe you get is just maturing, growing up, moving on from the past. So It's All On Me, it's a 10 out of 10. It's a vibe, 100%, wallahi. Next, we have All a Day's Work with Anderson.Paak. I like the intro, I do. I don't know, it's, from what I remember, it's a man speaking about fear. Yes, fear at a press conference. He's speaking and you can resonate. We've all felt fear in our life, so you can 100% resonate with this intro, okay? Further along though, it was an all right track. I'll be honest, I like Anderson.Paak, but he's not an artist you can just throw anywhere. He has to fit somewhere. And I don't think vocally, I don't think this was his best work on this track. And then we also have Dre continuing with his past struggles, but I'm over it. We're on album 3 now. Eminem suffers from the same things, like we get it. At this point, you've been rich longer than you've been broke. Can we just move on from this? Now, at times I'll excuse it if it's going somewhere, but this is all we're getting from this track. So, one and done, okay? I like it. I don't dislike it, but it's a one and done. Dark Side featuring Kendrick Lamar. Ooh, I'm getting the shivers from this one. I love how Dre added the small snippet of Eazy-E in the vocals. I truly do. I think it's for like 5-6 seconds. Rest in peace to Eric Wright, Eazy-E. It's a dark, gritty beat, which I love that type of style. I love the theme. It fits perfectly here. K-Dot snapped on the mic, of course. Dre was raw. You guys, people need to give Dre his flowers when it comes to rapping. Yes, we get it. He is a legendary producer. But on a lot of tracks, not just on this album, but on the past, even on singles, dude can snap on the mic, okay? He's not on Cube's level from NW, I wouldn't say that, but he goes hard in his own regard. So yes, Dark Side with Kendrick Lamar is such a great track. Everyone went to work here, easy 10 out of 10 here. I like this track. Next, we have Loose Cannons with the homie Exhibit. X to the Z to the I to the B. What's up, buddy? We also have Sly Piper and Cold 187. 187. What do you want from me, bro? So this was an above average song, and it pains me to say that. Exhibit shout out to you. I think that was one of the redeeming factors. His voice, it's similar to DMX. Just you can recognize his voice from a crowd. And Exhibit always comes to work prepared, okay? Shout out to Exhibit one more time. But again, before Exhibit comes in, the track's kind of boring beforehand, I think personally. Decent instrumental, but not enough to keep you occupied with weaker vocals. Nothing too special. Is it a one and done? No. It is on my playlist, but if I'm not in the mood for it, I just skip it immediately, okay? Next, we have Issues with Ice Cube, big ups. Shout out to Ice Cube, Anderson.Paak, and Dem Joints. The intro here is freaking hype, okay? Cube, shout out, alhamdulillah, you have carried this track hard on your back. I like this track. Intense, instrumental, that I can literally still hear it ringing in my ear. And that is how you know it's good. I listened to it twice back to back. Still stuck an hour and a half ago. Still stuck in here. Next, we have Deep Water, Kendrick Lamar, Anderson.Paak. Listen, I'm a great swimmer, but one of my fears is drowning, because like, that's scary. And Dre did a great job producing this track. Just, it puts you in the atmosphere of, oh, I might be drowning due to the vocals you hear in the beginning. It's like a skit, turns into a song, ends with, you know, a skit that's outside of the song. I'm probably not explaining it properly, I'm sorry. But the beat is catchy, but basic, which is not a bad thing. It truly isn't. I don't mind a basic beat. If it's catchy, that's fine. You don't need 20 different tracks for an instrumental. You truly don't. When I make my own beats here and there, maybe I'll have like 5 or 6, 7, 8 max tracks for a beat. That's it. I don't want to, overproduce. No, this was straight to the point and I liked it. Vocally, it's strong as well. Great track. Truly is. Deep Water is great, even though, the drowning part gets to me. Next, we have One Shot, One Kill with Snoop Dogg and John Connor. Ooh! Oh! It's like sniffing. What are those called? Those salts? I feel woken up. Okay? Smell salts? I don't know. Athletes use them. Anyways, the beat here is hypnotizing, man. I don't throw that word around lightly unless it's true. I could listen to this, just the instrumental on a loop. Zero complaints on that regard. Listen, this track will get you riled up and going. Vocally, okay, this is a strong track. Now with a strong beat and strong vocals, yo, this is easy 10 out of 10. One Shot, One Kill, 10 out of 10, okay? I love this track. Next, we have Just Another Day featuring The Game, yes, and Asia Bryant. The Game, alhamdulillah, you came to work as well, bro. Shout out to you. I talk a lot of ish on you because your Instagram, bro, shit posting or schizo posting. But I like you, man. Shout out to The Game. It's a very fast-paced song, and I like that. I truly do. It fits. It's not just out of nowhere. Slow, fast. No. You eased into it, for sure. I like this track. It's fun and fast-paced. Zero filler. Thank God. I think this song's like a 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, almost there. Zero filler. I hate when there's filler. Like, bro, you could have removed this. None of that is here, okay? The outro with Asia Bryant, she did such a great job here. No doubt. This is a good track. It truly is. For the Love of Money, yes. I loved the idea of Dre sampling Bone Thugs' track For the Love of Money. I truly do. Shout out to the Bone Thugs, the ones that, I'm not sure if all the members are still alive. I need to do my homework and double check, but shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony for sure, big in the 90s. Listen, I can hear, because you hear the intro throughout, For the Love of Money, man, throughout the song, which increased the feedback of me re-listening to it, because it is a good song. It truly is. It's a good track. In fact, I'm so glad I revisited this album just so I can add this track specifically to my playlist. For the Love of Money, props, wallahi props. Next we have Satisfaction. This song is calling out posers in the rap game, so many, you have no idea. It's great and it's an eye-opener for sure, it truly is. Half of you posers are renting your cars, renting your women, renting your homes I didn't know you can rent jewelry, but you can. So Dre is just calling you out, okay? For what you are, a bum-ass poser. Vocally, we have a strong track here. The instrumental, I think the instrumental is above average here. Snoop Dogg's on this track as well. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. I like Snoop Dogg here and there. I like him in spurts. I feel like he's just all over the place. You turn your TV on, Snoop Dogg's in 12 different Skip the Dishes commercials. But vocally, Snoop Dogg brought his A game. I like this track. Again, it's just the instrumental's above average. That's just me. Now we have Animals featuring Anderson.Paak. I enjoyed Anderson here, okay? He truly fit on this track, 100%. Okay, not everyone can be Snoop Dogg and go here, go there, go to pop, metal. Nobody can do that like Snoop Dogg. So I give Snoop his credit there. Because on All in a Day's Work, I didn't like Anderson.Paak there. You heard me talk about it. But here, he fits perfectly, okay? He did a great job here. Vocally, it is a strong track. It definitely carries the instrumental for sure. I thought the instrumental wasn't whack, but it wasn't up to par from what we just heard previously. Easy A out of 10 though, the track on its own. And I want to give a shout out to DJ Premier at the end. DJ Premier. I always hear him on Sirius XM, Shade 45. Habibi. Next, we have Medicine Man with Eminem, Anderson.Paak, and Candice Pillay. Excuse me if I'm not saying it right. This track it's above average. Eminem went hard, okay? I like the meaning behind this track for sure, but the instrumental is decent, okay? It truly is. There's nothing really special here. Candice did a great job though on the chorus. I enjoyed Anderson on the bridge. I truly did. I like the track, but I think with the vocals, we have Eminem. Yeah, this one, it was a tough call. I had to re-listen to this song 3 times because it was hard to find a stance on it. I like the track for sure, but without Eminem, this would have, I think, just fell flat on its face. Yes, I did give Anderson his props, but that's because it meshed well together. So shout out to M on this for sure. Next, we have the last track, the outro, Talking to My Diary. I really like the beat here. I do. I honestly do. Dre, again, reminiscing on the past, but this time it wasn't obnoxious, to say the least. It was getting old, but then this is where, okay, we're moving on. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna highlight it, but now we're on the future. Okay, we're not stuck in the past. So that was great. It truly is a strong outro for sure. The intro was to the album, but the outro, at least it ends on a high note for sure. The only thing is with Talking to My Diary, the outro, the way the song ends, I like the instrumental, but I want to say it's the trumpet that just is following along with the other half of the instrumental, to where I'm like, we don't need the trumpet. It was loud and obnoxious, to where I want to hear the beat ride out. I truly do, but maybe not the trumpet for as long as it did. If that's the proper instrument, sounded like it. Just my opinion, it went on for a bit too long. But at the end of the day, you know what? I have to give Compton a 6 out of 10. It's not as strong as Dre's previous albums. I don't think it is. It truly lacks classic tracks. There's a lot of songs here that I loved and that are great that I added to my playlist, but it's not something I can be like, hey bro, you need to listen to this album. He's gonna ask why. What track am I gonna tell him to listen to? That is a must see. There's no forgot about Dre type song. There's no the next episode. There's none of that type of substance here. You know what I mean? There's quite a few great songs here, no lie, but it's not an album you would have to rush. You know what I mean? To listen to. I need it when it came out almost 10 years ago. If I would have rushed home to listen to this on Spotify, I would have been like, really? I rushed for this? Again, it's a good album. It's pretty damn good. It's a 6 out of 10. But there's nothing too special here that, you know, Dre overdid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, his previous albums, 2001 and The Chronic, there's a lot of songs on that album that triumph most of this album, you know what I mean? But I have to give Dre props, going from a 90s type sound to more modern. That can't be easy, you know what I mean? So shout out to Dre, Snoop Dogg, Anderson.Paak, shout out to Ice Cube, Exhibit, everybody on this album. Honestly, what I have nothing more to say. All I want to know is, when are we getting Detox? Is that ever coming? Pipe dream, unfortunately. Who knows at this point? But as of this point, I revisited all 3 of Dre's albums, Dr. Dre's albums. Yallah. Time for a new artist. I guess you'll have to stay tuned to find out who. Again, I always read the comments. If there's an artist that you want me to revisit, I'll get to them. Okay? Yallah, I'm out. Have a good one.